1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins and Trevor.
Does that not make you more dangerous if somebody hits you with a helmet on your spine? Could that not be classed as a very career-defining moment? Wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is. It does have its great dangers, but they are quite well protected. As you say, they wear a helmet which is protective rather than normally hurting somebody else, though it could do, I guess. And of course, they wear these great big shoulder pads to build themselves up. So they are well protected, like with a bit of armor. So I think that stops a lot of potential injuries. But again, when they, crash into each other to force the ball, etc., then yeah, there's going to be some dangers in that. Again, whether we would call it extreme is another question, I guess.
All right.
I think you could argue that any form of contact sport with one person coming into any kind of physical contact with another person, then, I think you could conclude it could be a dangerous sport. I mean, figure skating, for example, you've got two people that are doing a dance routine on ice. However, if your choreography is not correct or your timing isn't correct, somebody could get the sharp end of your ice skate, for example. I mean, I wouldn't conclude that figure skating itself is particularly dangerous. However, there are still many risk factors to it.
Yeah. So I suppose that then brings up another question then. What would we define? It wouldn't be the general definition anyway, because a lot of people would have different opinions on different sports, won't they? But what would we define as extreme sports? What would we define as being extreme?
Well, I would, again, maybe the word sports isn't always relevant, but an extreme activity would be what they call highlining, which is the high wire. Now, just as a brief example of that, there's a Frenchman, he's still alive. I think his name is Philippe Petit, something like that. And he climbed years ago in the early 70s. He climbed Notre Dame Cathedral on a high wire.
Right.
He also climbed between the pillars of Sydney Opera House.
Right.
And in 1974, he had a high wire across these structures. And in 1974, he did a high wire walk across the Twin Towers. They'd just been completed in America, in New York. And it was quite something, because the whole point of it being extreme is he uses absolutely zero safety equipment. So, long story short, on the Twin Towers, he did a sort of a reconnoiter beforehand with his people helping him. They managed to find somebody with an office right at the top of one of the Twin Towers. Yeah. So he was very much in on it. And a few days before, they did a helicopter go around to see what was what up there. Well, the day came, it was all obviously top secret, as it was highly illegal. And through the night they worked. They got up through this man's office to the top. They fired an arrow across to people at the top of the other building. They got a similar arrangement with somebody at the top. And they attached a fishing wire to the arrow. They then managed to pull the rope from...
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy.
The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
Wednesday afternoon. Hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz, the leader of our gang, will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything Cuz does. And fund the aim of everything Cuz does.